Oh, man, let me tell
Wow.
you what. It is week number
Wow.
6. It is time for a bye week, which means I'm opening me up a beer. And you know what that means?
Miami wins the game! Miami wins the game!
Isn't that right, Patriots fans? How you doing? Oh, bye weeks. This is going to be an interesting week for sure. Week number 6, Pain and Gain Pick'ems starts right about now. Oh, now. Oh, yeah. What is going on, everybody? Football freaks, gridiron geeks, have no fear because the Pain and Gain Pick'ems are here for week number 6. What is going on, everybody? I, of course, am your host with the most, A Pizzle, representing the now 2-3 Miami Dolphins, who are on a bye week this week. Speaking of which, if you are a fan of, let me just check my notes here real quick. If you are the fan of the Miami Dolphins, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Los Angeles Rams, and the 5-0 Minnesota Vikings, you're gonna have to wait till next week because your team is on a bye. So you gotta worry. You don't have to worry about a damn thing.
Not only that, they're both undefeated teams are on a bye.
That's right. Sit back, relax, kick back open, have some funky Buddha. Hey, Romy, funky Buddha. Yeah, crack open a funky Buddha. Enjoy.
You know what, Romy should not be doing that because he needs to lose some weight. He's already too fat enough. Yeah.
I didn't say it. What's going on, Snowman? What's going on, Dashy, Romy, Daniel, Barry, Joshua, Cook? How y'all doing?
How you doing?
Joining me as always, Mr. LC Muscles 28, representing the Stars.
The Stars. 1 o'clock in the morning and we lose in the worst way possible.
Yeah, what happened there?
You know, honestly, after that game, I just had to be. I was just like this. I'm going to play this because this was my reaction after this game. And I just, I was so upset. So I was like this.
Damn. Oh, you were like, damn.
Yeah, that's right after they scored that touchdown. That was right after. And then, as soon as they lost the game,
why? Yep.
Those were my thoughts exactly. And then finally, I have one more thing I was going to say if my mouse would go right to it. So Mike Tomlin, I have 2 words to say to you right now because of what you did in this disaster class of coaching. Mike Tomlin.
Go fuck yourself.
That's 3 words, Lucas. That's 3 words.
3 words, whatever.
You said 2.
It's still a relevant point. Yeah, those are my thoughts.
And of course, the winner of said matchup, Mr. Tiny Tim.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Tiny Tim, America's favorite armchair fan, representing America's team 24/7, 365, and oh my damn! I could not believe what I saw. After the game was delayed for an hour, 45 minutes for a thunderstorm.
That wasn't me who said that, by the way.
And I could not believe what happened. The play, LC, I know you guys tried hard, but the play of the game was when one of your defenders popped out the ball and Dak jumped right back on it. and he had those 2 tries to throw the pass to Jalen Tolbert. And then when he did make that touchdown catch, the only thing that went through my mind was Tolbert, 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 Tolbert. Does that sound kind of familiar?
Yep.
Yes. Yes. It
Remember
does.
in 1998?
98. 98.
It was another Cowboys Steelers game.
Owens! 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 Owens!
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Packers
Terrell
against
Owens.
the Niners. Terrell Owens catching the game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Oh, yes.
I remember that.
And guess what? We may have beat the Steelers, but we still have a tough stretch ahead of us. So
That's true. That's true,
yeah.
because this week when you guys are going to be facing the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that should be very, very interesting. Before we get to our Joshua with a 5-er, went 8-6 last week. Colts sadly lost to the Jaguars. Hopefully they bounce back soon. Look for his picks tonight. Cassie, Cage versus everyone. Joshua Cook, as always, much appreciated to you, good sir. Thank you,
dude.
For the 5-er. Before we get into the picks this week, Robert Saleh got fired.
Yes, he did.
From the New York Jets.
I heard there were rumors that he was
thoughts
escorted
about
out of the building. And honestly, I don't think this was the right time to do it. If you would have done it, it would probably have been at the end of the season. I don't think there was a reason to fire him at this point.
Or at least wait until their bye week.
Exactly.
At least wait until
the bye week, or you would have waited to the end of the season. But right now is not the time, especially with a big AFC divisional matchup right now.
Right.
And I just saw Dashy fill up the bananas, so might as well get that out of the way.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, might as well wait. Hold on, let me highlight his comment. There it is, right there. And let me just do this right there. And
banana.
And yes, oh wait, no, that one. That's the one. I mean, yeah. Anyways,
how many hours it took you to make that?
52 hours to make it. So,
all right, but whoa, hold on a second.
Wait.
You keep changing your story. It was 26 hours and worth
26.
every damn minute.
And every damn second.
Right.
Yes, that's right. New York. That's right. Robert Saleh has been fired by
goddamn Jets.
And that's for the better. And if you disagree, well,
fuck you.
Yeah.
Yes, I was waiting for that clip to be used at some point.
Moving on, let's talk about the game. It's time for week number 6 of Pain and Gain Pick'em starting out Thursday night. It is a divisional matchup in the NFC West, as it is the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. This game is in Seattle, and from what I'm seeing right here, the 49ers are 3.5 point favorites.
3.5 on both of them, so you are right.
All right, 1-for-1. Referee for this game is
Craig Rolstad.
And calling this game on Amazon Prime, we have Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit. Lowest ticketed price for this game, $184.
And that sounds about right, $180. That sounds right around the alley of that.
It does. This looked like a big game 3 weeks ago in terms of, the league structure, but both teams really have been struggling as of lately. 49ers are a little banged up, especially on the defense, and Seahawks, they lost to the Giants.
Yep.
At home?
Which was a complete without Malik Neighbors and without Devin Singletary.
Without Devin Singletary and without Malik Neighbors, they still found a way to beat the Seahawks in Seattle. The Seahawks have major issues on defense as well, which I think will show up here. So look for Brock Purdy to have a good game as the 49ers get back on the right track and get this dub. I'm going with the 49ers to get the job done over the Seahawks. 31-21. Bang, bang. Niner gang. What say you?
I'll go next on this one. Every time these two teams meet up, it's just one big knock 'em, sock 'em, drag out fight. You know, these two teams don't like each other, but with the struggles they've had, it kind of takes a little bit of the glimmer off of the matchup here. But I think both teams are doing fine. I'm taking San Francisco on this one. Um, it's going to be a pretty good matchup here. I'm taking the 49ers to defeat the Seahawks in the great Northwest. Giving the Niners about a score of 31-27. I think it's going to be pretty close.
What's good, everybody? Sorry, I'm trying to monitor the chat, and then also I'm on the StreamYard. I can't type. Multitasking. So, what's up, everybody? How are you doing? I actually just got my base off this pick based off of John Gruden. If you have not seen John Gruden's YouTube channel, he has some great insight. And
that's right, John Gruden has a YouTube channel, man.
Not only that, John Gruden had some
Gruden loves football.
Gruden loves football. But yeah, there are some good things that come out for this game. And I'm excited to see how this goes. This is going to be a very hard-fought battle between both teams. This series has been dominated recently by the 49ers. They've won the last 5 in a row. And the Seahawks, even though they do lead the overall series 30-22, this has been San Francisco's series as of late. No matter if it's in Seattle, if it's in San Fran, the 49ers have come out and just won by a good amount of points. So the last 2 matchups in Seattle, the Niners have combined 51 points, so it's only Seattle's combined 26. So they've outscored pretty much 25 by 25 points in both matchups. And I have a feeling that the 49ers right now have a stronger offense and a better defense than the Seahawks, even though both of these teams are going to be fighting very hard. The Seahawks are now down. They're starting 2 offensive tackles. They're now down there. There's a possibility that practice squad player, 42-year-old Jason Peters, could be coming back for this. Could be starting.
How old?
What?
42 years old. A 42-year-old offensive tackle. I don't know.
That boy's ready.
42?
He's 42 years old.
My goodness.
He was on the practice squad last week.
Wow.
So he just got on the practice squad. This is a short turnaround for everybody, but I honestly don't like the Seahawks' chances here. Give me the 49ers to win this game. I think that they'll win by at least – I think this is actually my point spread game of the week. Yeah, game of the week. I think that the Niners will win this game by over 3.5. I'm going to take the 49ers to win this game 27-20. Give me the 49ers to win this game.
And your prop bet is?
My favorite prop bet for this game is Jordan Mason over 100.5. I forgot to do that last week. I know I forgot to do that last week, but I'll do it this week. Over 100.5 rushing and receiving yards.
I hope that's true.
I think I may take that one.
I hope that's true because I have him on my fantasy team. And I need my points.
It actually was at 96 and went down to 96.5. You can get it 96.5. I would take that bet.
Yeah.
All right, next game. Oh, we got another London game. It's the second of 3 London games, as it is the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. This game is at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium this Sunday morning at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Bears are 2.5-point favorites.
That's correct on this end from Yahoo.
All right. Let me see. What did you say it was?
2.5-point favorites.
Yeah. 2.5 on Hard Rock. It actually went down to 2-point favorites.
Oh, interesting. Went down to 2. Went down.
The problem is we could be possibly affecting with the windstorm, so bear with us here, folks.
Referee for this game is
referee for the Bears and the Jaguars is Brad Allen.
Damn it. I wanted him
Yeah.
to do the Lions and the
Oh, really?
Lions and the Cowboys game. I wanted him to do that game just for a rematch of last year. But instead, he's doing this game.
Yeah, that's not
and
happening.
calling this game on NFL Network, we have Rich Eisen and Kurt Warner once again. Lowest ticketed price, U.S. dollars, not pounds, is $177.
Okay, so less than last week's.
Less than last week's for sure. And who you guys got and why? Jaguars, and Bears.
I'm going to go first on this one. And Jacksonville Jaguars are playing the Chicago Bears. Jacksonville does have a very good record in London. They have only lost, I think, once or twice in London out of the whole time. While the Chicago Bears, this is their first time in the pond in a very long time. I don't think they've been in London since 2017, if I correct. Let me go ahead and actually look this up because I am actually really curious. Because Jacksonville, let's be honest, it's literally a very biannual thing that they do this. Every year they have these games, and the Chicago Bears, they're not familiar with it as well compared to the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars do have a very good record overall. The Jacksonville Jaguars are 6-5 in London, while the Chicago Bears, they actually. Let's see, is this their first time? Oh, it is their first time.
Oh, wow.
So this is their first time in
wow.
London. So they have not. Oh wait, no, they actually have one. I'm sorry, they had one win. One win in 2011. So this is their first time since 2011, and then 2019 they also played. That was in Hotspur, so this is completely different. So they're 1-1. For some reason, I don't know why they didn't put it here, but the last time was in 2019 against the Raiders. They lost by 3 points, and then they beat the Buccaneers by 6. So with this game being said, the Chicago Bears own the overall series 5-3, and on the road, technically, and on the road playing in Jacksonville, they've only lost once. So technically on a road site, which is either Jacksonville, they have only lost once. Otherwise, they've won every single game against the Jaguars on the road. And I think that streak will continue. Give me the Chicago Bears to win this game over the Jacksonville Jaguars. They won last week, the Jaguars, but let's be honest here. They almost blew it to Joe Flacco.
Well,
so
keyword,
Bears
almost.
will get back on track.
Almost.
Almost. Keyword. But still, they still lost. But anyways, the thing is, Jacksonville's still a very disappointing team. And they will lose once again. Give me the Chicago Bears to win this game by a final score of 24-17. Give me the Chicago Bears to win this game.
All right.
Not much to add on to what LC said right there. London is almost basically Jacksonville's second home since they play there pretty much every damn year. But they're going to have a rough time with the Bears here. I'm taking the Bears over the Jaguars by a score of 28-17.
Jaguars got their first win of the year last year.
Last
Trevor
year.
Lawrence played pretty well. Or first win of the year? First win of the year since last year.
There you go.
First win of the year since last year. Trevor Lawrence played well, but this Bears defense will present a much bigger challenge this week, I think. Even so, I think both teams will score a bunch. The Jaguars defense has issues that Caleb Williams can attack. And for that reason, I'm in agreement with both of you guys. I, as well, am going with the Bears to get the job done over the Jaguars in their second home turf. It's going to be a pretty high-scoring matchup. I got 30-27. Give me the Bears.
Interesting.
Okay, next
Best
game.
Bet, I forgot to do that. Best bet for the game.
Best
I am
bet.
taking, if you want to go with scores, give me the over 40 points for this game.
Over
39.5 or 40. Take that over.
Oh, you're going with the over.
So that's because the over. Here's the thing with and actually, there's a YouTuber I follow, Kyle Kerms, aka The Sauce. Network. He has his own YouTube channel. He's a really good channel if you have not followed him. Almost every 6 months, it's an 80% rate of going over 40 points in all the London games. So 40 or more points is an 80% chance of hitting.
I like it.
But yeah, Kyle Kerms, the SWAS Network.
All right, now we get to the 1 o'clock game, starting out with what I believe is going to be game of the week, because these teams are only 33 minutes away from each other. As it is, the Washington Commanders and the Baltimore Ravens. This game is in Baltimore, and from what I am seeing right here, Ravens are 6.5-point favorites.
Finally, time for me to be done the London accent. They are 6.5 points on Hard Rock, and on Yahoo, they are also 6.5. So 6.5 both ends.
Referee for this game is
Land Clark.
Land.
The Landman. That's why I was waiting. I'm like hesitating. I'm like, you got
the Landman.
The Landman, the bad referee for this game.
And calling this game on CBS, we got Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. Lowest ticketed price for this game, $316.
Mm-hmm.
That
Believe
sounds
it or
about
not.
right.
Tim, let's hear what you got to say on this one first.
Well,
While I take a swig of this funky Buddha.
well, I'm going to say one thing. This Jaden Daniels, this kid, starting to look like he could become a very dangerous quarterback. I mean, he is giving that Commanders offense something that they haven't had in quite a while, giving them a little bit of mojo.
Mm-hmm.
And they're really sticking to it. They are the top team right now in the NFC East.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just rolling along pretty well. Meanwhile, of course, you have last season's MVP, Lamar Action Jackson,
That
with
could
his
happen.
boys at home. And this is proving to be, I kind of agree with Pizzle. This could be a game of the week right here. You got the great Lamar Jackson against this awesome kid, Jaden Daniels. And this is going to be a great match. Actually, this is my point spread game of the week. My final score is 27-23. I'm taking the Ravens for the win, but I'm taking the Commanders with the points.
Interesting. Yep, this is the big game of the week featuring the surprise Commanders team against a Ravens team that is definitely one of the best in the league so far. This is a proving game for Jaden Daniels and the Commanders, I think. If they need to get a big win, I think this is the game to do it. Baltimore has had issues on defense that show up each and every single week, which makes me ask the question, why are the Ravens 6.5-point favorites?
I'll get to it. I'm going to
For
get to
that
why.
reason, sound the alarm. I'm going with the hot hand here. I think the Commanders are so good right now. I'm going with Washington. Call me crazy, but I am going with the Washington Commanders to win over the Baltimore Ravens 34-28. Give me the Commanders.
I would not be shocked if they actually pull off the upset. I wouldn't be shocked.
As much as I want to pick Washington or Baltimore, which I love Jaden Daniels' story, which if you guys do mind me mentioning, I'll go ahead and mention this real quick, this story. Jaden Daniels, I sent this to you guys on Messenger. Jaden Daniels is the Washington Commanders quarterback, Redskins quarterback, but he gets to the team locker room and gets his film study and his lift in at 4 a.m. before all his teammates get there.
Yep.
So he's pretty much taking the role of the leader of the team, and he's only a rookie. And I love that.
4 in the morning.
4 in the morning, he gets there, he goes get his workout done. And trust me, if I was the NFL, I'd be doing the same thing. Let's be honest.
Wow.
Yep.
I'd be
Get
doing
that
the
coffee
exact
in.
same thing. Well, no, I wouldn't get the coffee. I would just get my lift in and my film study before anything else. But still, that's a whole different story of a whole different day. But anyways, the thing that makes me want to pick Baltimore, and I have to do it because as much as I can't stand the Ravens, I have to pick them here. Lamar Jackson has only lost twice to the NFC teams in his career.
Just twice.
He's only lost to NFC teams twice in his career. Only lost twice. I think one was against the Giants, and then there was another one I think last year he lost to. But that is when I think that's his record. He does very well against the NFC East. In general, Lamar Jackson, if he plays the NFC East, he's extremely good, and I can't deny that record. I think Washington does cover, but I think that the Baltimore Ravens will win. Also, my big factor is the Washington only has the 29th ranked. They've been improving every week, but still, their secondary is the 29th ranked in the NFL. Oh, yeah, it was. I think it was only once. I thought he lost one other game.
Just once.
But still, 1 or 2 losses, it doesn't matter. Baltimore's going to get the job done. He does a great job against the NFC. He does a phenomenal job against them. And I don't see that happening anytime. I don't see him breaking that trend anytime soon. Give me the Ravens to win this game. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game, 35-31. Washington does cover, and my 2 best bets, I actually have 2 in this game. I have Zay Flowers over 4.5 receptions and over 47 total points are my 2 best bets.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Put my bet on the Z-Man.
Z-Man, absolutely. All right. Next game on the list we have is, this could be interesting, as it is the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Mother-Loving Packers. This game is at the frozen tundra in Lambeau Field. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Green Bay Mother-Loving Packers are 5-point favorites.
On the Hard Rock app, you are correct. It is 5 points, but on Yahoo, it's 5.5. I actually have to update this because for some reason, it's on updated on my end. So, 5 points on the Hard Rock official app, but on Yahoo, it's 5.5.
Referee for this game is
Alex Kemp.
And calling this game on Fox, we have Kevin Kugler and Daryl Johnston, a.k.a.
Moose.
Ooh,
there you go. Good to hear that bet.
Missed that.
Yeah.
We missed that last week.
Lowest ticket price, $199. $199. So, who you guys got and why? Cardinals versus Packers.
All right. I'll go first on this game. Why?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll go first
Go for
on
it.
this game. The Packers lead the overall series 46, 26-4. And the Packers, they're coming off very hot right now. They are a strong team in the NFC. They are a team that realistically, the Packers, their offense just keeps them very well in games. They had a little bit of scare last week with the Rams, but still, they're 3-2 for a reason. They did have a tough loss in Brazil, and then they lost that tough game. Almost came back and beat the Vikings, but still, this Packers offense is very good. No matter what you say, they have so many role players on this offense that could help Jordan Love succeed. Meanwhile, Arizona, let's be honest, they were insanely lucky to beat the 49ers last week. If Jake Moody doesn't get hurt, the Niners would have won the game.
That's true.
It's crazy how – it's also a fun fact that I'll also mention this. 2 teams have won games with another team losing their kicker. If I had a nickel for every time that happened this year, it'd be 2 nickels. But still, it's weird it only happened more than once.
10 cents.
10 cents. 46, 26-4 is the all-time record between the teams. Arizona has not played very well in Green Bay. The last time they did win in Green Bay for the Cardinals
was when Josh Rosen was the quarterback.
Well, let me see.
Wow.
Well, that was in – yep, that's right. It was in 2018 when Josh Rosen was the quarterback.
Josh Rosen.
That game. Other than that Josh Rosen fluke victory, the last time the Cardinals beat the Packers was when they were in St. Louis. So let's be honest here. No,
the baseball team
happened this time. No, not the baseball team. The franchise was in St. Louis before they moved to Arizona.
I know. I'm just
Yeah, trust me. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about the same. I don't want to. I don't want to talk about the St. Louis Cardinals this season. We were a disaster this season. I don't want to talk about them. Less I have to talk about, the better. But anyways, the Cardinals and the Packers. I think that this will be a high-scoring game. But let's be honest here. I think that this is a game where Josh Jacobs really proves his worth and has a great game against the Cardinals. The Cardinals have not really been able to stop the run this year, and I don't think it's going to continue. Give me the Green Bay Mother-loving Packers win this game. My final score is going to be Green Bay 34, Arizona 24. Give me the Packers.
Yeah, Cardinals are on the road for the second straight week after upsetting the 49ers. They rallied to do so, which says a lot about them as a team. They like to come from behind, but this is a tough challenge. The Packers haven't clicked on offense yet, but Jordan Love coming off the knee injury. But that will change here. I think the Packers will score a bunch against a very meh Cardinals defense. So I'm going with Green Bay 28-24. Go, Pack, go.
Not much to add to that. I'm just going to give my score here. Green Bay 30, Arizona 20.
And best bet is?
Best bet for the Packers and the Cardinals game. Let me go ahead and pull it up now. It's going to be not Josh Jacobs, anytime touchdown score.
You were going to say Josh.
I know. I was about to think. I'm thinking that in my head. I'm like, I just still think of how Josh Rosen got a win in Green Bay. That's absolutely.
Do I still have that? Hold on. Hold on a second. I think I still have that clip. If I did, no, I don't. Never mind.
All right.
Never mind. Okay. Anyways, next game on the list we have is Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. This game is in Foxborough. And from what I'm seeing here, the Texans are 7-point favorites.
Yep, on both of them. You got 7.
All right, referee for this game is
Ron Torbert.
And calling this game on CBS, we have Kevin Harlan and Trent Green. Lowest ticketed price, $161.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
7. That's right, Romy.
7.
I'll go first in this one.
And no, Romy, this does not mean 7 burritos for you.
Steakhouse burrito? Taco Bell?
No. We're not talking about queso here.
Want one. All right, the Patriots, they benched Jacoby Brissett. They are starting Drake May. This is going to be a tough task for him to start his NFL career against a very good Texans team. But Patriots offense has a little bit of an issue. Has had a lot of issues this season. Texans last week pulled it off against the Buffalo Bills. They haven't been really dominant on offense this year as of yet, and the Patriots play some pretty sound defense. But you know what? I'm going with the hotter hand here. I'm going with the Houston Texans to win over the New England Patriots. So much so, sorry, Drake. Behind that offensive line, I don't think he's going to do much of anything. So for that reason, the Texans are my lock of the week.
And this is my stolen lock of the century. Or the week.
27-12. Give me Houston.
Wow, I'm impressed with that.
This game scares me.
It's a
little
trap.
bit. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's my trap game of the week. You want to know why it's my trap game of the week?
Because Drake May is getting his first start.
No, it's not that.
No, it's because Nico Collins has just been put on the IR.
It's not that either.
Really?
Those are both factors. It's not the reason why it's a trap game for me. Houston has never won in New England.
Never.
New England owns the series 11-3, and their only wins were in Houston. This is a scary game for me to think about. It honestly seems like this could be an upset. It is not going to be my upset. Hold your horses, people. This is not my upset pick of the week. I do not see Greg Van win. I don't see it happening. But this game is going to be one of those games where Houston wins late. Houston's going to go down early, then Houston's going to have to come back and win it. That's how I think this game's really going to go. The last couple wins, Houston has struggled. And let's be honest here. They haven't looked pretty over the past couple weeks. Almost lost to Buffalo. Almost lost to Jacksonville.
Almost.
But this Patriots game scares me because they've never won in New England. And usually when they go to New England, they usually don't play very well.
True.
They've only had a few close games, realistically. But they have not played in New England since 2018. So that was the last time that is fresh in their heads, is they have not been to New England since 2018. So that does help a little bit. But I think the Texans will win, but I would not be surprised New England covers the points. Give me the Texans to win this game. I'm going to say my final score is going to be Houston 27, New England 23. Give me the Houston Texans to win this game. New England will cover it. If you can take New England with the 7.5 or the 10-point alternate line, that's my best bet.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and Tim, what's
I'm going to not much to add to that. Yeah, interesting. Houston has not beaten New England in New England before, but I believe that's going to change here. Houston is a better team now than they were a couple of years ago. Despite the fact that Nico Collins is now on the injured reserve, I really don't think that's going to make that much of a difference. Give me the Texans over the Patriots, 24-16.
David does bring up a good point. The Patriots have lost 7 straight home games since November of last year.
I think it still will continue, but Houston does not play well in New England. That's my only gripe with this game.
And your best bet is?
I just said it was 7.5 or 10 for the alternate line for the Patriots to cover.
Okay.
All right. I said $161 lowest ticket price. All right. Next game on the list, the battle in the NFC South, as it is, Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints in the Superdome, and the Buccaneers are 3.5-point favorites.
They are 3.5 on both ends. Yep, they are 3.5 on both ends. So 3.5 for the Buccaneers and the Saints.
All right, referee for this game is?
It is your favorite, Alex.
Cleat.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Cleat. And calling this game on Fox, we have Adam Amin and Greg Olson. Lowest ticketed price for this game, $89.
And that's about right.
Yep, sounds about right, because you know why? It's going to be the debut of Spencer Rattler. Rookie quarterback from South Carolina by way of Oklahoma. Starting for the injured Derek Carr for the Saints. So Todd Bowles can dominate a rookie passer with all of his different looks. Couple that with a banged up offensive line, and this could be a very long day for the Saints. Tampa Bay is playing back-to-back road games, but they will have plenty of rest after playing last Thursday night. And they will get back on the right track after blowing that lead to the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going with the Buccaneers to get the job done over the Saints, 27-17. Hey, Tampa Bay, the Bucs are ready to shine. Yeah.
The Buccaneers have one. Oh, sorry. Go right ahead, Tim. I'll let you go ahead.
One thing is, they may have a rookie quarterback starting off here, but you got a running back who is my dark horse candidate for comeback player of the year, and Alvin Kamara.
He's up there.
Getting back up there. And then you got probably the second fastest man in the NFL, a guy that I'd like to call Rashid Speed Shaheed.
The dream.
The dream. Yeah. I mean, I watch this guy take these routes. He takes these routes. He's out there quicker than a hiccup. I would like to see Shaheed go up against Tyreek Hill in a 40-yard dash and see who is really the fastest person,
Tyreek
because
would run.
those guys are very quick. They're both very good with their hands. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense is a little bit suspect. I mean, y'all remember what happened when that Saints defense ran roughshod over my Cowboys, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I remember that.
So they do have Baker Mayfield, who's doing very good. Chris Godwin is doing all right, but I'm seeing things in a different way. In fact, I'm seeing things so different. Alex, sound the alarm.
I like it.
That kid's going to get a lot of help from Mr. Kamara and Mr. Shaheed.
Spencer
Give
Rattler
me-
is getting the win.
Give me the Saints over the Buccaneers, 28-23. That's my upset special of the week.
Spencer Rattler getting it done in Tampa. Wow. Okay.
I'm
I
honestly
like it.
intrigued with this game because the Buccaneers and Saints, whenever these two teams play, it's usually a really good close game between both teams. The Buccaneers and Saints have alternating blows between the things. The Buccaneers have won three of the last four games in New Orleans, including the playoff game in 2020. And the Buccaneers, they have that extended bye. And after they lost that game to Atlanta in overtime, which was actually crazy, I think the problem is the Buccaneers are going to be looking out for revenge. And I think this is a win that the Buccaneers need more than the Saints. A Spencer Rattler going against Todd Bowles' defense is a recipe for disaster. So give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win this game convincingly. I think that they will win this game beyond the point spread. My final score is going to be 30 to 17. Give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win this game. Hey, Tampa Bay, the Bucs are hot and ready to play. Go crush it, Tampa Bay.
All right. Next game on the list, we have a matchup in the AFC South. I believe this is the last 1 o'clock game. Yes,
There's actually one more.
Is there?
Yep, there is one more.
Oh, yeah, you're right. A couple more. AFC South matchup, as it is the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. This game is in Tennessee at Nissan Stadium. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Titans are 2.5 point favorites.
Yes, they are 2.5 point favorites.
On both sides?
On both sides, yep. I double checked it.
All right. Referee for this game is
Brad Rogers.
And in the calling of the game, we have a speed run with Dynasty and the going for the touchdown. It's on the road. He's got plenty of open grass in front of him. Wonderful, miraculous, spectacular speed run with Dynasty. You love to see it. And Adam Archuleta. And the lowest ticket price, $54.
Alex, I think you know what we need to play for this game. I think you know all too well.
I think you're right.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
It's true.
Let's be honest here. It's the truth. This was the only result. This is the only thing it could be. This is all it could be.
You're right.
My hell no game of the week. The Indianapolis Colts are in trouble. They may have got a win they may have came close. They may beat the Steelers last week. Then they got humbled against the Jaguars last week, won 37 points. The Tennessee Titans are coming off a bye week after crushing the Miami Dolphins 31-12 on the road. The Titans have not looked very good at home, though. They've only put up a combined 31 points at both games in Tennessee this year. And it's been a while for Tennessee that they've beaten the Colts at home. The last time they beat the Colts at home was in 2022. The The last 2 times they got beat by the Colts. And Tennessee, even though Tennessee has dominated the matchup other than 2023, this has been a Colts team that can compete with them and put up points. Both these teams will put up points, but in the end, I gotta go with Steele Sermon and Mackins or Max route. If you don't know who to pick, you gotta go to the home team. And now that the Colts do not have Michael Pittman in this game, and that Joe Flacco possibly could start again, and also having the fact that Jonathan Taylor could miss, give me the Tennessee Titans game. Yep. So right now, Michael Pittman right now is officially out.
Yep.
Anthony Richardson is leaning out, and Jonathan Taylor is leaning out. Honestly, though, if Jonathan Taylor does play, I would say pick the Colts. But honestly, it could go either way. But in the end, I'm going to take the home team. Tennessee gets their first win at home in a high-scoring game, 31-28. Give me the Tennessee Titans.
Wow. Interesting. Tim, what do you have in this one?
By the way, the Colts lead the series 37-22. Mood them.
From what I just heard from LC, I'm once again going to have to call an audible.
Oh.
Last night on Fantasy Football Fever, I picked Indianapolis to win 17-13, but with everything that's been going on, everything that LC said, I have to flip the script.
There you go. I love it.
So give me Tennessee over the Colts by a score of 17-13. Just flipping the score here. So, yeah.
Well, speaking of flipping.
I like it.
I really don't know who to pick here because both these teams are pretty blah.
I'm saving mine for a matchup in the 4 o'clock slate.
The Colts can't stop anybody. The Titans, they still have Will Levis as their quarterback. Nah, I don't know.
Mr. Meme. So. Will Levis is Mr. Meme this year.
Mr. Meme, that's right. So let's go with the classic. Let's go with the dollar coin. We got Sacagawea will be heads, and that will be the Indianapolis Colts, the away team, and the American Eagle, Bald Eagle, will be the Tennessee Titans, the home team. So, whenever you're ready, count me down.
3, 2, 1.
Baba Booey.
Bye-bye. Give me the Tennessee Titans.
All right. I like
I'm
that.
in agreement with you guys. 27-20. Give me Tennessee.
Nice.
All right. Last 1 o'clock game. I almost picked this as my hell no game of the week because look who's quarterback for the away team, but it is the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. This game is in Philadelphia, and from what I am seeing right here, Eagles are 9.5-point favorites.
It's 9 on both Hard Rock and Yahoo.
Okay, off by half a point. All right, referee for this game is?
It is Sean Hockley.
And calling this game on Fox, we have Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma. And the lowest ticketed price, $273.
Because it's in Philly, that's why.
For the Browns, though?
Here's the thing. I'll get to why in a second. I know for the Browns, but there's a reason why it's so highly expensive. And I'm going to go ahead and just go right into
Explain.
Here. The Browns may lead the overall series 32-17-1, but as long as Deshaun Cosby's and a quarterback leading the worst offense in the NFL, let me say that again, the worst offense in the NFL, the Patriots had a better offense in the NFL efficiency-wise. The Browns' offense couldn't score against the 31st ranked secondary last week. And now you play the Philadelphia Eagles on the road. Alex, lock them in.
Yes,
and this
I will.
is my stone cold lock of the century. Or the week.
There are rumors that Deshaun Watson could be benched at halftime if he does not perform this game.
For Jameis Winston?
I think this game for Jameis Winston, for famous W eater.
That W.
Eat that W, Jameis
Crab
Winston.
legs.
But yeah, the game's going to be way too over at that point. Jameis Winston will score a garbage time touchdown. Eagles win this game convincingly. Do you want to know my final score for this game? This is an Eagles explosion.
Let's say 47-11.
Close, 47-9.
Damn.
Off by 2. Let's go.
Off by 2. Browns get a fluke safety in the first half, and Jameis win. Actually, no. They get a field goal in the first half. Jameis gets a late touchdown. They miss a 2-point conversion. 47-9. Give me the Eagles. And you know who we have to play now.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Where's he
yes. Our
Where's the
favorite
senator?
senator.
The Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
Senator Romy.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Browns, yeah, they're playing consecutive road games, and the offense is a mess with one Deshaun Watson. Eagles are coming off of a bye, which they had time to stew after their blowout loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think that stewing will pay off as they get back on track, and Jalen Hurts plays better in this one than the games he's been playing. I think Philly absolutely crushes. Philly absolutely crushes the Browns. 28-15. Give me Philadelphia. You know what that means. Let's hear them once
The
again.
Eagles
Yeah.
are so much better than the Eagles.
Them chickens.
Chickens.
Those damn chickens. Well, with everything you just said on this one, you might as well play it one more time for me.
Third time's a charm.
The Eagles
Yeah.
are so much better than the Eagles.
Yes.
Not much to add here. I don't see Philadelphia really having much of a problem here. So give me the chickens over the Brownies by a score of 27-17.
Because chickens are so much better
It's better than
than
chickens.
chickens.
Mind blown.
Who would have thought? All right. Now we get to the 4 o'clock games, starting out with this one. A battle in the AFC West, as it is the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. This game is in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium, and the Chargers are 3-point favorites.
Let me.
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. This is in Denver at Mile
Yes,
High.
it is. Yep, Chargers
I
are
apologize.
3-point favorites
Mile High.
according to Yahoo Sports. That's right. So they are a 3-point favorite. The line actually just moved. It was 2.5 earlier in the afternoon, but now it's moved up to 3 for the Chargers.
3-point favorites, Chargers at Broncos. Referee for this game is
Referee for the game is going to be Tra.
Tra Blake.
Blake.
And calling this game on CBS, we have Andrew Catalan, Tiki Barber, and Jason McCourty. Lowest ticketed price on Game Time is $139. Who you guys got and why? Chargers versus Broncos.
Tony Tim, why don't you go first on this one?
Tim.
I see kind of a better offense with the Chargers than I do with the Broncos, even though Bo Nix has had a couple of good moments here in his first year in the league. Don't really have much to say. Got Justin Herbert still with the Chargers.
Soap man.
The Soap Man. Yep. Let's not forget that.
Nope, never forget.
And I think he's going to bring that soap. He's going to wash those Denver Broncos clean. So give me the Chargers over the Broncos, 24-17. And now I want the former governor of California.
And now go Chargers, go.
Yeah.
I was considering this for this game, but I decided let's save it for now.
Let's save
I have
it.
a story. For
Uh-huh.
this game. The Broncos do the overall series 73-55-1, but the story of this series right now is the fact that the Chargers have not won in Denver since 2018. So Justin Herbert has not had the best track record in his past couple of times in Denver. And most of those games that he's played in Denver were one-score games, both in 2023, in the last game of the regular season, and then in both games last year, and then also in 2021. He did have that was not a game he played. He was a backup. In the other games, though, he's been very much in one-score games against the Denver Broncos on the road. It's time to buck the trend for Justin Herbert to get his first win in Denver. Denver, honestly, they beat the Raiders, sure. But honestly, the Raiders are so bad. We'll talk about them in a second. But my thing is, I think this is the Chargers coming off the bye, going to Denver, where they've struggled recently. But I think it's about time they get a win streak back in Denver. I think they will get this win. I think this game will be a lower scoring game. I think this game will be close. But my big X factor for this game is going to be J.K. Dobbins. I think J.K. Dobbins needs to have a fantastic game, need to get back to form. He had a great first couple of weeks of the season, but then he fell off a little bit. I think this is a game he comes back strong. Give me the Chargers to win this game by a final score of 21-17. Give me the Chargers to get their first win in Denver since 2017. And Alex, let's hear the Terminator.
All right.
And now go Chargers, go.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in agreement with everything you guys have said. The Chargers are coming off a bye week. Well, let's not forget the Broncos have won 3 straight games. Let's not forget that.
That's true.
Denver is doing it with their defense as they continue to see Bo Nix also improve somewhat on offense. Justin Herbert has been bothered by an ankle injury, but the bye will probably did him well getting him healthy. And I think the Chargers find a way to get this one going. Their running game, I think, will be key. J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, I agree with you. 100% will be the key in getting this victory. I am going with the Chargers as well. And Lucas, you stole my score.
Oh, my goodness.
21-17. Give me Los Angeles. So, third time's the charm.
And now go Chargers, go.
Yeah. There we go.
I love it because not only that, though, it's in the blood. It's now modded on your channel.
That's right.
All right.
Much love, Alex. All right. Next game on the list is your turn, LC. As it is the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders. This game is in Vegas, baby, at Allegiant Stadium. And the Steelers are 3-point favorites.
They are 3-point favorites on both ends. That's right.
Both ends. All right. Referee for this game is?
We got him again. Allen.
Yeah. And calling this game on CBS, we have Ian Eagle and Charles Davis. And the lowest ticketed price, no surprise whatsoever. It is the most expensive because it is in Vegas and the Steelers travel well, $390. We all know the rules.
All right.
We all know the rules. Save LC for last. Tim, who you got in this one?
Well, I know those Steelers are going to be coming into Las Vegas fighting mad after what happened Sunday night. I actually think that this could be a bounce back win for Pittsburgh. I think they've done pretty well against the Raiders over the years, whether it be in Los Angeles or in Oakland or now in Las Vegas. I'm seeing something good here. I think George Pickens gets his stride back. I see him getting maybe a touchdown or two in this one. So I'm taking the Steelers with a bounce back victory over the Raiders. Give me the Steelers 28-20.
Oh man, this is a bittersweet day, ladies and gentlemen, as Minshew Mania has been put on hiatus. Gardner Minshew has been benched in favor of Aiden O'Connell. Whoever starts this week that's probably going to be AOC, not that AOC, but the Quarterback AOC is facing a pretty good Steelers defense. The Steelers will counter with Justin Fields, who needs a good game to quiet the critics and the Russell Wilson talk. I think Fields will outplay AOC for sure. I'm going with the Steelers to get the job done over the Raiders 24-13. Here we go with the towels and stuff like that. You heard what I had to say. You heard what Tim had to say. LC.
Oh!
Yeah, we don't do one for the house this week, unfortunately. But Mike Tomlin, I swear, you better have a good game plan for this game. You let backup players beat you guys last week in Pittsburgh in an embarrassing fashion. Because honestly, let's be honest here, Steelers should have won the game. We should have won 17-13. But the problem is we're 3-2 now. We've lost the last 2 games. And the problem is now we're going on the road to play the Raiders. We have won the last 2 games in this series. The Raiders do lead the overall series, 17-15. We've only won once since 1995, though. So that does scare me a little bit that we've only won once. But honestly, 1995, I feel like it's going to be a similar route of what we're going to do to the Raiders this time around.
95.
Because here's the reason why. We're going to talk about that in a second. My thing is, with this game, the Raiders are in trouble. They don't have Devontae Adams. Not having Devontae Adams, once again, is going to hurt their chances even further. So even though Devontae didn't do much in the past 2 games against the Steelers, I am not scared of Trey Tucker and Jacoby Myers. I'm really not, to be honest with you. I think our secondary, this is the game we have to get our group back in because you're facing one of the worst receiving duos in the league without Devontae Adams, and you're facing a quarterback that has not really proved himself so far in his career. This is a game where the Steelers need to win, and this is a must-win for them because, let's be honest here, the next couple, the rest of the season is going to be brutal. We can't get this win. We're going to have Mike Tomlin finish under 500, and you know how Mike Tomlin is about 500 records.
He's the king of it.
Right now. He's the king of it. Here's one I think. Honestly, here's what happens in the Tomlin household as he's getting ready for bed. Tomlin goes to bed like this, and he starts sleeping. He goes,
"Yep, that's usually how it goes."
And then his wife goes, "Honey, can you, I love being over 500. Oh, I love being over 500. Oh, I love being over 500. Honey, are you okay? Shut up. I want to dream about my over 500 record. I'm over 500.
That's what he's dreaming about.
That's what he's dreaming about. That's what Tomlin does. That's what Tomlin dreams about. The fact that he's over 500 is the only thing that makes him sleep at night. I think that's the only thing he also cares about as well. He sees that every time he goes to bed, he does feel he's over 500 right now, and he needs to continue that. He does not want to go below 500. He wants to be above 500. I think that the Steelers will get the job done over the Raiders, but yeah, that's the only thing that keeps Thomas sleeping late, knowing he has that record. And I think it's going to continue. Give me the Steelers to win the Raiders. I'm going to go similar score here to that game, the last game in 1995 as their win. I'm going to go final score 27-13. Give me the Steelers to have their biggest win in against the Raiders since that 95 game. Steelers get the job done in a big fashion. They completely shut down the Raiders. Defense balls out and has another phenomenal game because it's about time they do that. About time.
We do not care.
That is very
And that's that.
Yep.
Hell yeah. All right. Next game on the list, we have. This one has had potential to be the Hell No game of the week for sure. But it's the matchup in the NFC South, as it is the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. This game is in Carolina. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Falcons are 6-point favorites.
Let me take a look. And then also, my question is, why is this a 4 o'clock game? Why is this a 4:25 game?
Your guess is as good as mine.
That makes no sense to me. Why is this a 4 o'clock game? It is 6 on Hard Rock, and on the Yahoo Sports app, it is also 6.
All right.
Referee for this game is
Clay Martin.
And calling this game on, I believe this one is on Fox. Yes, it is. Chris Myers and Mark Dirty Butt Fumble Sanchez.
Uh-huh.
Lowest ticketed price
Yeah,
for
that
this
sounds about right
game.
because this game is about fumble.
Lowest ticketed price $57.
Yep, that sounds about right too.
Yeah, the Panthers are struggling to stop teams, and Kirk Cousins is coming off a career game against Tampa Bay. He threw for 509 yards
Yeah.
last Thursday. 509.
509 yards. Good Lord.
Great Scott.
Yeah, I know it's heavy.
Indeed.
This is heavy, man. There's a word again. Heavy. Something wrong in the future with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Queso.
Other than a letdown of sorts, I can't see the Panthers slowing down Kirk Cousins at all. On the other side, I don't think Andy Dalton's going to do enough to keep up. I got the Falcons in this one. 35-21. Give me Atlanta.
Can't believe last year this game was 9-7 as a final score.
Yeah.
Last year was 9-7. That's the amount of points the Falcons will put up in the first quarter alone against the Panthers.
97 points?
No, 16.
Oh, 16.
16.
They'll put up 16 or more points in the first quarter. This game, I think, will be a blowout. I think the Falcons getting that little mini bye is going to help them out, especially after being Tampa Bay. Carolina is not in the same league as Atlanta. And I think the Panthers, even though they've won the last two games against the Falcons at home, they're going to buck the trend and the Falcons are going to win this game. My final score is going to be 34-17. Give me the Falcons win this game convincingly.
Well, I'm pretty sure about this one. I'm going to make a slight change here.
Oh.
Does not affect who I am going to take in this game, though. Looks like my boy from TCU, the Red Rifle, just if we had enough for Bryce Young, it seems like we're just getting a little bit worse with Andy Dalton.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. But meanwhile, Kirk Cousins having an awesome game last week. John Robinson is starting to warm up a little bit. Drake London, underrated receiver in the league. There's no chance that the Panthers are going to beat them Dirty Birds. So give me the Falcons over the Panthers, 33-16. And I'm not only taking the Atlanta Falcons, but I'm locking them up.
And this is my stone cold lock of the century. Or the week.
Before we move on, though, there's one clip I saw in here that we've not played yet, and I think will get a touchdown, his first touchdown of the year.
I was just about to do that. The only way that the Panthers have a shot is to get this guy involved.
Hookah chaka, hookah, hookah, hookah chaka, hookah, hookah.
Hooked on a feeling.
I don't know how much longer he's going to be out, though.
Wait, is he still injured?
I've not heard anything about him returning.
Is he still hurt? LC?
Let me take a look.
Do you know this?
Let me take a look.
This is news to me.
It's news to me too because I thought Hook on a Feeling was playing this week.
Hamstring. Hamstring. Yep, he's out with a hamstring.
Oh no!
Out with a hamstring, and Deontay Johnson is questionable with an ankle injury as well.
Ouch, that's brutal.
Yeah. So, okay. Moving on. Next game on the list, which a lot of people say is their
It's mine.
As it is the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys from Jerry World. And from what I am seeing right here, the Lions are 3-point favorites.
Yes, they are. These Lions are 3-point favorites across the board.
Referee for this game is
Referee for the Lions and Cowboys is John Hussey.
Calling this game on Fox, we have Kevin Burkhardt and the GOAT, Tom Brady.
Yep.
Yep, once again.
And the lowest ticketed price, $175.
That's surprisingly low. Surprisingly low. I honestly thought this would be much higher.
I thought so
This is
too.
my game of the week, that's for sure. But we know the rules.
We all know the rules. Save the Cowboys fan for last. And if you don't mind, I will go first here.
Go right ahead.
So let me see what my notes have. Okay, the Lions are coming off of the bye, while the Cowboys are home after a tough road victory over them.
Yep.
Over the Steelers.
Yep.
Dallas is still unmanned on defense. I believe Parsons is still
Yeah, Parsons
Still
is
injured,
still.
yeah.
Let me see here. Well, I'll explain when I give my take. So go ahead.
yeah, he's questionable with an ankle issue. And also you have Demarcus Lawrence, who's out with a foot, and Brandon Cooks was just downgraded to being out with a knee issue. So that's going to be interesting, which is not a good thing against the Detroit offense and defense for that matter. So look for both teams to score a lot here. This one is actually my point spread game of the week. My point spread game of the week. It's going to be a 1-point game. A 1-point game. It's going to be that close.
Wow.
It's going to be a shootout, but when in doubt, I'm going to go with the home team here. I'm going to go with the Cowboys to get the job done over the Detroit Lions. Final score 35-34.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
And
I want me some glory hole. So I have that perspective.
need some glory hole.
Yeah.
What about you, LC?
Cowboys lead the overall series 19-12, and the Cowboys have done really well against Detroit in their rivalry. The last time the Cowboys lost to the Lions at home was in 2011. So that they have that going on, and they did lose back-to-back. Yep, it was 2011. They lost that game, and it was a close game. And honestly, I think this is an offensive shootout. I think both these teams will put up a lot of points. This is going to be pretty much an even game. From my perspective, I think this game is nearly even. And I think that either offense could realistically win it. But the problem is Detroit is not going to have a pass rush. Just like Seattle did not have a really good pass rush against the Lions on that Monday night game a few weeks ago. I think that's going to come – not having a pass rush this week is going to come back to haunt the Dallas Cowboys. And let's be honest here. Cowboys have not won a game at home this year.
They're still winless at home.
They're still winless at home. And I think that trend continues. Give me the Detroit Lions. I think the Lions will put up too many points where the Cowboys won't be able to cover. I think that the biggest factor of this game, and I think that will really hurt them, is going to be Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. That combo alone is going to be one. Montgomery and Gibbs are going to completely run down that Dallas Cowboys defense. Give me the Lions to win over the Cowboys for their first win since 2011. Final score 34. Cowboys 20. Give me the Detroit Lions. Actually, no, 34-23.
All right. For what I had to say, you heard what Elsie had to say. Tiny Tim, it is your turn to go.
All right. Well, I'm kind of stretching out my leg. I think I'm having some leg cramps here, but anyway, yeah. Cowboys kind of made a huge statement victory over the Steelers past Sunday night. Like I said, that ending almost gave me a heart attack. But now, we got an even tougher team coming into AT&T Stadium. Detroit Lions, Dan Campbell and his boys. Yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, those are two great running backs who, well, to tell you the truth, I say they're better than Rico Dowdle and Zeke Elliott. I mean, right now the Cowboys really don't have a rushing identity, even though it seems like Rico is getting more of the workload than Zeke. And I just wish they would kind of bring in Deuce Vaughn a little bit more because he was doing okay in those few situations that they had him in last season. And yeah, we got Brandon Cooks on the IR. Demarcus Lawrence is out. Both of them, it says here on ESPN, they're scheduled to return, a possible return on November 10th, kind of in the middle of this stretch here. And we just put this young rookie, Marshawn Nealon, on the injured reserve. He should be scheduled for a possible return on November 18th. But there has been talk that there may be a return of Deron Bland this week. It's not etched in stone yet. It could be possible, but it could be that Deron Bland, the NFL's all-time pick six leader in a season, could be coming back, which could be a big step forward in trying to build back the Cowboys offense. But I say Dak is going to connect to CeeDee Lamb a couple of times. Jalen Tolbert, I'm seeing good things out of him. And I got to take the Cowboys over my Dolphins.
Who?
Dolphins.
Wait a minute.
Did I say Dolphins?
You
Just said Dolphins.
Well, I mean, if the Cowboys are playing the Dolphins, then it would be a total mismatch, wouldn't it? Because the Dolphins are off.
Yeah, so I gotta ask that. I'm sorry, I have to ask
What
this.
in the all types of blue hell?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Alex. I deserve that.
You're right. That's okay.
I deserve that. But
Fins
in this case, fins up, baby. But in this case, I'm taking the Cowboys over the Lions. That's who I meant to say.
There we
Why
go.
why the hell I said Dolphins, I have no friggin' idea. But give me the Cowboys over the Lions by a score of 23-20. Give me some Jimmy and give me some glory hole.
How about them Cowboys?
I want me some glory hole. So I have that perspective.
Yeah.
There we go.
Now, I will admit my towel is not as fancy looking as LC's.
It's not as dirty as his either.
I'll be quiet.
It's not as dirty as his either.
Wait, I said this towel is not as fancy as yours.
Yeah, it's not as dirty as his either.
Actually, hey now.
I'm just being honest. All right. Well, there it is.
All right, he brought it out.
Case in point,
Yes,
right
I
there.
did. Well, I have multiple terrible towels. Actually, because it is October, I'll actually have my other one, but still, this is my main one for this
What?
week.
That's a nice one.
That's solid.
I also have another one. I actually have a breast cancer awareness one because it is October.
It is
So
October.
I actually will
Amen.
get that one too. So actually,
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Sunday night, while he's doing that, Sunday night football night in America, NBC. Check your local listings as it is the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York, New Jersey Giants. This game is at MetLife Stadium. And from what I am seeing right here, the Bengals are 3.5-point favorites.
and let me look here. Load app. Load. Come on. It just took me out of it. Yep, 3.5-point favorites on both ends.
Referee for this game is
Carl Schaffers.
And it's on NBC. You know who it is. Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth. Now, here's the guy
Now here's the one
who's
I
got a pink towel.
Yeah, I got the
Oh, my
breast cancer one.
goodness.
Breast cancer awareness one.
That's right.
And the lowest ticketed price is $99. Just one short of $100.
That's
99.
true.
Got 99 problems, but a ticket to a game ain't one. How you doing?
How you doing?
So yeah, Bengals versus Giants. Who you guys got and why?
Bengals and Giants. This is going to be a game to say the least. These teams have only played 11 times against each other.
Just 11.
In the entire history between these franchises, they've only played 11 times. 6-5, the Bengals lead the overall series, and this is a series to say the least. You know what's crazy is though, the Bengals have not won in New York before. The Bengals have never won in New York. They've never won once. The last time they played in New York was in 2016. After that, they lost in 2008. They lost in 97. They lost in 94. And yeah, they haven't won. So Alex, sound the alarm.
Oh my goodness.
If the Giants can beat the Seahawks on the road in a very convincing environment, if the Giants can beat them without Malik Neighbors and Tyron Tracy, and without Devin Singletary, how are the Bengals going to stop Malik Neighbors? How are they going to stop him?
Is Malik Neighbors playing?
Right now, he's on track to play.
I hope he does because I need him for my fantasy points.
Right now, he is on track to play. He's getting work on the side. He's day-to-day, and he's working on practice. So if he plays, I think they have a good shot at it. The problem is, and this is a problem that Bengals fans know very well, the Bengals have the 30th ranked secondary in the league. Actually, no, it's the 32nd. I'm sorry, 32nd. Arizona went up to 30th. So the Bengals actually have the 32nd ranked secondary in the league. And that will be in trouble, especially when the Neighbors plays. This is going to spell trouble for the Bengals. Giants are going to get the upset win off of Tyron Tracy, Devin Singletary, and possibly Darius Slayton, Wan'Dale Robinson, and Malik Neighbors playing this game. I think that the Giants, the New York Football Giants, are my upset pick of the week. Final score, 27-24. Give me the Giants. This is my upset kick of the week. Bengals have never won in New York, and I think it comes back to haunt them.
At Dashy has this question for you.
You for real?
Wow.
And that parlays with this.
Bitch, are you for real?
I am most certainly for real. This is my crazy pick, but yeah, I got the G-Men.
And this.
Bitch, please.
Being honest here.
All right. Hey, at least he's
When in
honest.
the Meadowlands. When in the Meadowlands.
No, all
Could be
right.
wrong.
At least he's honest about it.
Yeah. So let's see here. Got Joe Burrow heading into FedEx.
MetLife.
Joe Burrow. Oh, MetLife. FedEx.
You're all over the
Overseas.
place today.
It's that time of night where drowsiness is almost starting to kick in, and I do have to be
That's
at
true.
work very early in the morning, but we're almost done here, so I think I'll be able to make it.
You got this.
Going to the MetLife, Malik Neighbors, let me see here. Malik Neighbors questionable, should possible return this week, as well as Kayvon Thibodeau and Devin Singletary. Graham Gano is on injury reserve, probably scheduled for a return on October 20th. Looking at some of those injury reports right there. Let me slide up a little bit. Take a look at Cincinnati. It's like Chris Evans on injured reserve scheduled for February 10th, so he's out for the season. Zach Moss could play by Gesicki.
Gesicki.
I can't even pronounce that name right.
That's my boy. That's the former Dolphins tight end.
Yeah, I think I remember you playing for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So
I miss Big M.
So Joe Burrow's coming in there. So 3.5. I already given my point spread game of the week, but I'm going to take Cincinnati over New York 26-20.
All right. Well, I'm in agreement with, let's see, LC picked the Giants. Do you pick the Bengals? I am in agreement with Tyson, believe it or not.
I know.
Because let's be honest, the Bengals are in survival mode right now at 1-4. Giants are coming off an impressive road victory over the Seahawks. They should have Malik Neighbors back to help Daniel Jones. Cincinnati defense has been awful. This could be a wild one. I think this could be a high-scoring game. I could see this being a shootout, believe it or not. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go with the team with the better quarterback, and that is Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. So I'm going with the Bengals to get their first victory in New York in history. 34-28. Give me the Bengals. Who dey say gonna beat them Bengals? Nobody. Or something like that. I think that's how it goes. I think that's how it goes, right? Maybe?
Yeah.
Something like that. Last game on the list, Monday nights. Also at MetLife Stadium. It is the Buffalo Bills and the New Jersey Jets. This game, like I said, is at MetLife Stadium once again. And from what I'm seeing right here, Bills are 2.5-point favorites.
They are.
Referee for this game is
Adrian Hill.
And you got Joe Buck and Troy Aikman on the call. And I believe there is a Manning cast this week.
There is a Manning cast. This week, and then I think there's another one coming up next week as well. Actually, no, for both Monday night games. I know.
Thank God.
Next week there's 2 Monday night games, so they are going to do a double header Monday night.
And the lowest ticket price is $121.
There you
go. You gotta teach me how that deck of cards works.
Yeah, Dash. I have no idea what the hell that is. I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. A deck of cards, I have no idea what that is, to be honest.
So you pull out an ace. Aces are high, deuces are low. Spin the wheel, get some dough.
He tried to explain it. He tried to explain it to me one time. I still don't get it.
It's all right. It's all right. We'll explain eventually. So yeah, this is Aaron Rodgers playing in MetLife Stadium against the team that he played 4 snaps against last year. Bills are on the road for a 3rd straight week, while the Jets are looking to bounce back from firing head coach Robert Saleh. It's going to be who's taking over? Ulbrich?
Jeff Ulbrich.
Jim Ulbrich is going to be their interim head coach. He's their current defensive coordinator. I think that was the right move because Nathaniel Hackett, we've seen what he's done as a head coach, and yikes. It will be interesting to see how the team responds here. Aaron Rodgers clearly was not happy with the direction of the team, but it's on him to change all of that. Now, Josh Allen has struggled against the Jets, so look for a low-scoring game. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go with the Bills to win over the Jets. Late score to win. I'm going to say Bills win 20-17.
We know what that means.
You know what that means.
No, it's the Bills! Buffalo all the way this time!
because nobody
Circle.
Circles
the
the
wagons
wagons
like
like the
the
Buffalo
Bills.
Bills. All the time, every time.
Yep.
Time's gonna go first. Save me for last.
All right, the Jets. We have our first head coach casualty of the 2024 season. And I give credit to my good buddy, Mr. John Flynn, for the win. He called
Win
it.
for the win.
He called it. So I give him credit for that. So they're moving on without Salah. But even though the Jets still have a very tough defense. And that bad.
Man.
He's
just bad.
He's just bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He is.
He's a little bit shaky. Kind of shakier than a California aftershock, I guess.
Ooh.
So and Josh Allen, yeah, he's kind of short with them, but I think they may have a good game this week. It's a moderate score. I say those Bills are going to circle the wagons against those Jets. So give me Buffalo by a score of 24-13. And now it's the Bills.
No, it's the Bills! Buffalo all the way this time!
I'm telling you, that is going to be Gary when he gets older.
Yes, it is.
Oh, absolutely.
That's going to be
Hi,
Gary
Gipper.
when he gets older.
AK, hi, Gipper.
LC,
Yes,
I think I know where you're going with this.
Alex, I'm blaming fates aside.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, there it is.
Had to do it. I'm sorry. Bills have looked terrible the past couple of weeks. The Jets,
They have.
they're also bad. Jets made coaching changes. Bills need a win. Top of the AFC East is on the line. I don't know who to pick, so I'm going with my coin flip game of the week. To end things off, I think this is fair to end things off on a crazy flip. This is going to be I'll go. The number one is for Buffalo, and Aaron Rodgers is the back for AR. Let's be honest. That's
AR. Yep.
perfect one. All right, so who wants to? Why am I a shadow in the background? Let me fix that. There you go. Okay. Who wants to count me out?
Well, we'll both do it. Let's do 3,
2,
1.
Baba Booey.
I'm a boy.
Oh, shit. Hold on. One more time. One.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Yeah, go for it.
Launch the Bills.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We are unanimous. You know why? Because
No, it's the Bills! Buffalo all the way this time!
Because nobody circles the
circles
wagon
Wagons.
like the
like
Buffalo
Buffalo
Bills. Yes.
Love to see it.
and your prop bet for this is
Oh, favorite bet for the Bills and Jets. Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna
Aaron
do
Rodgers
a
to make
crazy
it past 4 snaps.
Right.
That's obvious. Okay, that would be obvious. But mine is actually a Josh Allen rushing touchdown. An anytime rushing touchdown.
Rushing touchdown from Josh Allen. Okay. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will have to put a bow on week number 6 of Pain and Gain Pick'ems, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. No stream this week, obviously, because the Dolphins don't have a game this week.
And
So,
then next week you're going to be
and then the week afterwards, I'm going to be in Indianapolis. So I'm going to see that game live and in living color from Lucas Oil Stadium.
Nice.
Yep, it's my one away game this year. Figured why not go to Indianapolis, home of Lucas Oil Stadium.
1 away game this year. Figured why not go to Indianapolis, home of Lucas Oil Stadium. 1 away game this year. Figured why not go to Indianapolis, home of Lucas Oil Stadium. 1 away game this year. Figured why not go to Indianapolis, home of Lucas Oil Stadium. 1 away game this year. Figured why not go to Indianapolis, home of Lucas Oil Stadium. 1 away game this year. Figured why not go to Indianapolis, home of Lucas Oil Stadium. 1 away game this year. Figured why not go to Indianapolis, home of Lucas Oil Stadium. 1 away game this year. Figured why not go to Indianapolis, home of Lucas Oil Stadium. 1 away game this year. Figured why not go to Indianapolis, home of Lucas Oil Stadium. 1 away game this year. Figured why not go to Indianapolis, home of Lucas Oil Stadium. 1 away game this ye
Yeah. Let's talk about fantasy football fever, shall we?
Yes, that's right. Fantasy Football Fever. Tuesday nights, 10:45 Eastern, 9:45 Central. YouTube.com/TJM3774. There's the information right there. Check us out next Tuesday. We got all the fantasy football action. And we answer fantasy football questions, give you some fantasy football strategies, and we make our picks in the NFL. So come check us out.
Now, when it comes to that, I actually made a little bit of a change to my fantasy team in our league. I dropped DeMar Hamlin, and I brought back the person who I think is going to be Defensive Player of the Year, Aiden Hutchinson, as my TP.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Spicy move there.
It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. All right. And yeah, that's basically it.
That's right.
So
I'll be around.
LC will be here. There, everywhere. Dashy will be streaming the game. To the Blood's going to be streaming a bunch of games. I think they're going to be doing tomorrow nights. Correct me if I'm wrong. Seahawks 49ers. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Show them a little bit of love. Tell them Pizzle sent you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, yeah. Much love, everybody. So, see you guys next week. So, for LC Muscles 28, for Tiny Mother Loving Tim, stay pistols and peace out and fins up. Baby! We'll see you guys next week.
Let's go Steelers and fuck cancer.
Damn right.
Yeah, let's go Cowboys. Let's beat them Lions. Take care, everybody. Love you.
Peace out.
See ya!